The Too Rich to Miss podcast.
What the deal, everybody? Welcome to the Too Rich to Miss podcast YouTube channel. On this video today, before we get started, as always, let me definitely remind you to do check out the podcast on Apple Podcasts and on any and every other place that podcast can be found. And be sure to follow me on Twitter at Too Rich to Miss. And be sure to also check me out online on my YouTube page at Too Rich to Miss as well. And let's get over here to the YouTube channel, to my YouTube page here. All right, yep, here we go. Yep, also be sure to follow me over here on Too Rich to Miss, relevant rich conversations. And once again, follow me on Twitter, check me out, check out the podcast every week. And let's hop into today's discussion. We're going to have a quick conversation. Now, I'd like to keep these videos pretty short, around in that 15-minute to 20-minute time frame. So let's go on and get into it. Be sure to smash the like button, like, share, and subscribe. We're building our community and we're growing the channel. So let's hop into it. Everybody knows what's going on in the news, and everybody understands what's happening. Now, the sad thing is that what is happening now is always and still been happening. But what I want to talk about here, and I want to talk about what is also happening. Now, cops have been killing us being black people. Cops have been killing us for years. I don't think they're going to stop anytime soon. Now, granted, I'm all for any and everything that can be done to keep us as black men and having a black son and a black daughter and having black nephews, nieces, and being a part of the black community. The last thing I want to see is more and more of us being killed, especially with what's been happening here recently. But as you all know, there's other news channels that can go through and talk about all of that. But the one thing that I do know is that if you have your finances in order, the better you are with your investments, the better that you are with managing your money, which is why I'm going to be talking about rich, relevant conversations. I'm talking about it's important to have your finances right, because I want you to think about something. Excuse me. How many people that are, as one would say, financially secure, how many of those people are having to deal with too many things that they don't want to deal with? I mean, let's think about that for a little bit. And when you have your finances in order, it provides you a certain freedom. And and obviously we're talking about freedom from a moral standpoint and from an ethical standpoint. You know, we're not talking about doing anything unethical, or we're not talking about utilizing your any wealth that you gain to take advantage of people, or to let's say to bring another set of people down, choosing my words carefully here. We're not talking about doing anything unethical or bad with your wealth. We're talking about taking the time of gaining wealth to be able to live life on your own terms, on your own means, being able to do the things that you want to do, when you want to do them, how you want to do them, obviously within the constraints of the law and all of that. But we also talking about when you have your finances together, if you just decided that you wanted to just leave the country and go live somewhere else, you could. So, meanwhile, while we're being killed, and meanwhile, while we're being just while all type of crazy manner of things are happening, we have this particular article and this particular set of news right here. Joseph Lubin, co-founder of Ethereum, says Consensus is acquiring JPM, which stands for JP Morgan, JP Morgan's Quorum, and will receive a strategic investment from them. That was about $50 million, by the way. He also suggested that ETH, which is Ethereum for all of my crypto people out there, could replace SWIFT bank transfers in a CNN interview. Now, here's a link to the interview, and we're not going to go through and pull the interview. Follow me on Twitter. You can click on the link, and you can see all of that. And I'll put a link to this in the description below as well. But now, who is this, and what does all of this mean? Well, let's for those that don't know, a quick and simple explanation of SWIFT. SWIFT handles international bank transfers. So if you send any money to any other country, the SWIFT network handles that. Now, if the Ethereum network replaces SWIFT, that means that the Ethereum network would be all international financial transactions that currently are running on SWIFT would be running on Ethereum. That means that the current price that you see flashing here in the background as the recording of this video would obviously go extremely, extremely high, because the market cap of Ethereum would grow exponentially, let's just say. So, meanwhile, while there is murder in the streets and they are literally taking us out, these type of things are happening. Now, why is all of this important in regards to black people and people of color? And why is this a potential, how can this be utilized in real life? Well, this can be utilized in real life by DYOR. Do your own research, because I'm not a financial professional and we can't just give financial advice. But DYOR, what do you think? Use your common sense. What do you think this project is going to be if they replace SWIFT? This person, co-founder of Ethereum, is a part of Consensus that has taken over and bought JP Morgan's Quorum, which is a blockchain network. Do you see how all of these, you got to read the tea leaves here. Not financial advice. Just read the tea leaves is all I'm saying with that. Meanwhile, while they are killing us in the street, Fidelity's president and head of strategy and planning today filed paperwork with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission informing the regulator of a new fund dedicated exclusively to Bitcoin. Now, here's a very interesting article that we have right here. And I want you to think about this. And once again, this is another one of those things of why is this important? You will say. Why does it matter? Why does it matter to me that the president of Fidelity wants to open a new Bitcoin fund? Why does that matter? Well, let's see. Let's pull up Fidelity Investments. Now, Fidelity Investments. Let's see, do they give how much they have under management? Estimated. Because that's what we're looking for. I thought I may have it right here so we can show it to you right here live on the video. We don't have the amount, and I'll actually have that. I'll be better about that going forward. To actually have that information going forward. Let's see, Fidelity Investments. Under management. Here we go. Let's see, 2.46 trillion under management. And this company's president, which is over here, just filed for a new Bitcoin fund. Now, this particular Bitcoin fund, just to give us some more context on this particular Bitcoin fund is for accredited investors with a minimum of $100,000 per person to join this pool that they're building for this particular fund. Now, once again, why is all of that important? That is important because as more money goes into the digital asset and cryptocurrency market, the market grows. Now, why is all of that important? Well, not financial advice, but I just want to give you I just want you to think about something here for a second. Let's pull up, let's go through and pull up CoinGecko. And let's look at the Bitcoin chart. I want you guys to really think about something here. As of the recording of this video, Bitcoin's price is $11,400 per coin, with a market cap currently of about $210 billion right now. Now, I want everyone to think for a moment. What is going to happen to the price? What do you think is going to happen to the price of Bitcoin? Taking all of the other things out of the equation, we can talk about the halvening, we could talk about the scarcity of supply, we could talk about the rest of the world getting in, we could talk about Grayscale getting in, we can talk about Grayscale assets. They bought 250 million of Bitcoin already, just to keep because they don't want to hold on to cash. There's a Canadian company that's also spending 40% of their cash reserves in Bitcoin as well. And now we got the Fidelity president opening a fund for accredited investors, institutional and accredited investors, minimum $100,000. Now, I mentioned Grayscale. I said they're starting their fund. Now, just for kicks, let's show you what Grayscale. Let's show you what Grayscale's Bitcoin trust is right about now. Let's look at Grayscale's Bitcoin trust, going right here to their website. Let's look at their, let's see, this is just their market performance. Market performance per share, holdings per share. Okay, let's go over here. And I want to show you, because I don't want to misquote it, I want to show you exactly here it is. Right here is what we're looking for. $4.8 billion under management. AUM means under management. $4.8 billion under management. The Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. And now Fidelity wants to throw their hat in the game. So once again, this is common sense that we're telling you to think. Obviously, do your own research. I can't tell you what to do. I'm only do your own research, not financial advice. But meanwhile, while they're killing us, these things are going on in the background. So once again, you tell me what could happen to this price after this happens, plus this continues to happen, plus the current state of economy, plus even though this doesn't have anything, this other Ethereum story doesn't have anything to do with Bitcoin, as Ethereum grows and Bitcoin grows, the whole cryptocurrency industry grows, while they're killing us and keeping our attention elsewhere. These things are going on. And of course, we also got Jerome Powell is about to do his speech and talk about what he's going to talk about today. And all of this is going on, and everybody has been to the stores and seen the limited amount of coins that are available as well, right? They want you to pay with your card or some type of digital means. Now, I said all that to say, this is why I talk about crypto. Meanwhile, crypto right now is in its infancy stage right now. I like to compare it to the internet when it was in its dial-up phase. The time to really do your own research, dig into the market, and see if it's and see which way you want to go. This is just a chart of the current other coins and what's been happening on today. Do your own research. And once again, it's just a, you buy when everything is down. I mean, and of course, you got things that have went up 111% in the last 7 days. Look at Polkadot. This one right here. Polkadot. Up 111% in the last 7 days. Not financial advice. I'm just telling you to use your common sense. Do your own research. And if they are starting a fund for institutional people, and if they could perhaps be possibly about to take over the Swift network, then what do you think is going to happen to this market cap if and when, I should say, let's just say if this one takes over Swift? What's going to happen to this one's market cap after? I mean, what's this 210 billion going to be after Fidelity starts going out there buying up Bitcoin at the same aggressive rate that Grayscale is buying up Bitcoin, and the price is below its all-time high, which was close to 20 grand per coin. This one's all-time high was closer to $1,400 per coin. So do your own research. But once again, it's, while they're killing us, and I'm going to end with this, while they're killing us, all these other things are going on. They are acquiring a ton. While they're killing us, he is quote unquote, he's basically inflating the stock market is what he's doing. So, he's helping out. He's doing his part for the people people are benefiting. Now, what I'm saying, do your own research, because while they're doing all of that, something's going on over here. Something's going on over here. Otherwise, why would she be doing this? Probably because they have $4.8 billion under management. 4.8 billion, under management. So, do your own research. And lastly, but certainly not least, one thing that you definitely need to do, in addition to following and subscribing, right now there's a link in the description below. There's a special going on Crypto.com. You see it right there. It just banged up on the screen. This is going on until the end of September. If you use my link in the description below, you get a free $50 when you open up your account. Now, this is going on to the end of September. If you want to get your feet wet, this is one of their exchange is one of the easier exchanges to use. Very beginner friendly and simple to use. And the most important thing that I like the most about Crypto.com is when you use them and when you get your crypto, you have the ability to withdraw the crypto, all of it, minus the fees, minus the gas that you have to pay, of course. That's transaction fees and gas fees. They call it gas, but it's transaction fee. Other than that, which is typically not that much, they don't hold your crypto. So just like in this world of crypto, not your keys, not your crypto. You get you a Ledger Nano S. I'll put a description in the description of this video, but definitely get you a Ledger Nano S or Ledger Nano X. store your crypto, and they allow you to move it off the exchange. Easy exchange to do. Their special is going on until the end of September. They have most of the major cryptocurrencies on their site. Check out the link in the description below. Get started. Not financial advice, but if you're going to get out there and do it, this is one of the easiest ways to go with zero fees. And of course, I have some other links in the description below for other exchanges that you can dive in and get onto as well. In the meantime and in between time, as I bring this video to a close, I want you to know, while they're killing us, there's other things going on. And everybody can do their part, but in the midst of everybody doing their part, make sure you get your money right. And look and read the tea leaves. This is your Southern Urban Voice from the Too Rich to Miss podcast. Check me out every week. Got another amazing episode coming out right now. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
The Too Rich to Miss podcast.